Hello and welcome guys, this is episode number 5 of Men's Grooming Weekly. If we're just meeting, my name is Elliot Forbes, a male grooming specialist based in central London. This channel is dedicated to hair, beard and grooming tips for the modern man. So if that's you, you might want to consider subscribing. So today's episode, I'm going to make this episode a lot shorter, a lot more punchier. I feel like it's been going on and dragging on a little bit too long. So to keep the attention, I'm going to start being a little bit more snappier with it. Still the same format, styling my hair with the product. We're going to do top 5 haircuts of the week, and then we're also going to do an Elliot Answers. So the product we are using today is from a brand called Shu Uemura, and they are a Japanese brand, or, well, the guy who used to run it, or the guy who was Shu Uemura, he was actually Japanese. Don't know where they're actually located today, but we're going to use their clay definer today. And the way that they describe this is, enjoy multiple hairstyles with this hair pomade to mold strands into more rebellious, unexpected look, or dab onto strands for a smooth, controlled finish. Great for textured, unruly styles, formulated with kaolin powder to create a soft and silky matte appearance that stays shine-free, providing strong yet pliable hold that allows you to switch up your hairstyle throughout the day. This rough moulding clay separates your hair for a tousled hair with bedhead style. And they classify the main ingredient as kaolin powder. I've never actually used anything with kaolin powder. I've used the clay, so maybe, I'm not sure if there's any difference between the kaolin powder and the kaolin clay, but we'll see. Also, the main ingredient at the top on the list is water. So it's water-based product, which actually means it's going to wash out generally quite well. So I'm looking forward to using this product. So let's try it out. And as I was just styling my hair there, looking into the camera, I was thinking, why can I not quite see myself quite properly? Why is it looking a little bit blurry? And then all of a sudden, the glasses that I've been wearing for the last 2 years, I've realised I haven't got on. So I'm going to go and get them now. And there we go, much better. So I've actually got to say a big thank you to Matt at L'Oreal actually. I realised after the first few episodes of this that it was going to cost me a lot of money doing this year. So I reached out to Matt and he was able to look after me with quite a few different products from L'Oreal. So a big thank you for Matt for that. As you can see up on the screen, it's got like the logo, just really quite plain, really simple. I think it looks very elegant, very expensive, but actually the container itself is a little bit plasticky, or it is plastic and a little bit squidgy, and it's, I don't know, it just doesn't have that same expensive feel to it. I think it's £18 it retails for, 75 grams of it. So it's on the pricier side of it. So I would expect it to have been a little bit sturdier, to be honest. So it's really quite soft when you're going into it. And as anyone that sort of knows me or knows anything about me, my hair is actually, as you can see, gone a lot shorter now. So works through the hands very easily. I feel like this is going to be quite a dry texture. Okay, so I actually really quite like that. That went into the hair very easily. It's what I always find weird about the hair industry. There's no real sort of definite term for anything. Like what is the difference between a clay and a paste, and everything just gets muddled up and called different names. This is classed as a clay by them, but I would class this more as a paste. It's much more of a drier look, drips more of a drier feel to it. If you consider it more of like an oil-based clay, like say something like the Balmain, which we used last week, they're completely different types of hair products, completely different types of textures and feels and weights. Like this is much lightweight, and actually I really like this. I think this is a product that I would very much use again and probably use quite a lot. I'd be interested to see how this lasts during the day. Gives it really quite a dry texture, and I feel like it's going to keep the volume in through this area, which is always the problem for myself. We'll see how it lasts in during the day. So my top 5 haircuts this week were from the Oscars last night, and in at number 5 was Rami Malek. Now, I've never really been a massive fan of Rami's hair. I always feel like they get the silhouette completely wrong on it, and it never really sits that well or correct on him. But last night, it, I think, looked really nicely. It had a bit more of a boxier shape in through there, and it filled out a little bit more in the right areas, and it had better proportions. So that was number 5 this week. And at number 4 was classic DiCaprio, just very elegant, swept back, groomed, bit of gel in there, parted, and just looked very classy, very suave as always, very Jack Nicholson-esque, and yeah, classic DiCaprio. Number 3 was Timothee Chalamet's hair. He had it a little bit more groomed last night, quite long, still quite flowing. Had a bit more of a crisper parting in through there, just through the side, and worked very elegant, very smart. It smartened up the whole outfit that he had on. If it was a little bit more casual, you can see, so having the hair a bit more groomed complemented that lovely. In at number 2 was George Mackay's hair. Obviously from 1917, very different look than what he's going on now. This is obviously a lot more longer, a lot more loose, disheveled, very textured, and worked great, I think. And then in at number 1 is Brad Pitt, which shows you can have long hair as you're getting older, and it still looked amazing. He's got it, so it's actually really quite long now, obviously past his shoulders, and the blonde that goes through there, I think that's probably natural and a little bit more from a sun-kissed look. But if you are thinking of having the blonde highlights in there and a little bit streaks, I think that's definitely a winner at the moment. So number 1, Brad Pitt. So now to Elliot Answers, and the question today is how to get rid of wispy hair like this. Now we can see that the hair is really quite long on the top, and yeah, quite wild, quite wispy. So my first thoughts with this is that actually the hair looks really quite dry and quite damaged. So first off, I would probably think that you are shampooing but not conditioning this. So I would say that as a starter. You could probably even leave the conditioner in, so probably not quite fully wash it out. That would be a first step to be able to then get some sort of more of a hydration into the hair. Second step I would say is actually the recession areas look quite like they're going quite back a little bit. It looks like through the front it's going quite finer. So personally, I would take that a lot shorter. The texture of the hair as your hair goes finer is going to change and get a little bit wisper and coarser anyway. So it's about maintaining and making what you've got look great. So I would personally take that quite a bit shorter through the top, have that so that it comes forward a little bit more, and then the shorter it is, the less wispier and the less it's going to feel like it's going everywhere and a little bit mad professory. So that would be my steps to take of action for that. So now we're going to go to future Elliot, and he's going to give you the end of the day review of how this hair product has lasted.
So it's a little after 10 o'clock now, and so I've had the product in all day. Just finished a client at the shop in Soho, and you know what, I actually really quite like this product today. I probably could have done with putting a little bit more in through the front. It's gone a little bit too dry for my liking through that front area, but actually I think I probably didn't put enough in through there. I think this is a great product if you want something that is very matte, very natural looking, something that doesn't look like there's any or much product in. I think this would be great for getting a little bit of volume, something that's going to keep that volume in through the day as well. I think this is a definite winner for me. And now back to past Elliot.
So now I'm going to play you my best performing TikTok video from the last 7 days. So I hope you enjoy.
Guess who's back?
Okay guys, thanks for watching today. If you have any questions at all, if you want to be featured on the Elliot Answers show, or if you have any questions about hair in general at all, feel free to drop me a message. All my social media channels, they're here and they're all going to be linked down below. If you enjoyed that video today, please consider subscribing and have a wonderful day. Much love, Elliot.